Welcome to episode 2 of Daily Drives. So today I'm going to be talking about growing up in Michigan. Now, before I get to that, one thing I wanted to kind of mention that I forgot to talk about in the first episode was I make these drives a few times a month going from Austin, where I live, to West Texas, and the drive takes about 3 hours. And of course, I drive back to Austin from there. And so I want to use this time. Normally I'll just listen to podcasts or something like that and try and learn something along the way. But I figured I could also use this time, since I just started this channel, to kind of help make these little micro videos to help get used to being in front of the camera and talking to something that doesn't really give you a lot of feedback. So that's another reason why I want to make these. I mean, I have 3 hours on this drive, so I can knock out a few of these videos and then go home, do a quick edit on them, and that's that. So anyways, growing up in Michigan. So I grew up, actually lived in Germany for a while, my first few years, and then when I was 4, we moved to Michigan. Most of my family is all from that area anyway, so we moved back there. Reason we were in Germany was my mom and dad were in the army at the time. So after my mom got out, we all moved there to Michigan, and we were in the southeast portion down by Detroit. And we weren't in the actual city, we were in the suburbs, and it was actually a really, really nice, quiet kind of area. It's right on the Detroit River. And I always like going back and just kind of hanging out at the park down there, and it's just really nice. But anyways, Detroit's known as being a blue-collar area. You know, it kind of all started with the when the automotive industry started really growing in the 40s and 50s. You have the big 3 automakers that are there. They're still there, but we had this downturn that happened in the 80s and 90s, where a lot of these jobs with in the automotive industry, they started outsourcing to other areas that were willing to pay the employees less. And so with that, you know, a lot of the jobs went with it, and people are kind of set, you know, scrambling, trying to figure out what they're going to do next. And so the area itself still is a big blue-collar community, and with that, it kind of, I feel like growing up in that type of blue-collar community, it instills a few different things into your life as far as different traits and characteristics. So one of them is hard work. So I feel, you know, when you go back, even when you go back and visit the area, you can get an energy and a feeling from people that they've been through, you know, some tough times in their life. And growing up around that, it's kind of built in you to always, you know, when things are going to go, you know, when things are hard and it's tough, you know, you're not the only one that's struggling with it. Everyone else around you, for the most part, is dealing with the same pains. And then at the same time, it instills that work ethic that you're going to be able to get over it. And that's kind of the whole theme, I feel, of Detroit, is that they went through this bad downturn where the economy's struggling and it's tough for a lot of people to get jobs, but people still, you know, they overcome it. And I feel when it comes to my personal life, whether it's doing a daily workout or working on my business or whatever challenges come up for that day, I feel like a lot of that has been instilled so deeply inside of me that it helps come out and just put in the work when I need to, and just knowing that regardless of what happens, I'm going to overcome it. So we'll stick it with that. We'll call it a day there. Again, blue-collar communities, persistence, hard work, strong work drive. You feel a lot of those things with it there. So there we go, episode 2, Daily Drives.